sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs going up against Cousins' Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Shift together here from the D-line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The drive starts with Rob Kelly. Uses the spin. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action now. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ramik Wilson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tomahali coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Cousins on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Pryor has it complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Throwing is Cousins. sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Here we go. Hey, 382, let's 50. Leave it, bring up 48.
On 1st and 10, Cousins caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This is Kelly. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Charles. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit, Detroit. Green 39, Green 39, Philly, here we go. Detroit, Blue 90, Blue 90.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 319.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Cousins. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Wiggles free. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. They run with it. It's Kellen, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. First down, here's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Redskins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. first down throw for Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tamahali in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter. Number 4. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They run with Hunt. Stays on his feet. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it here with Hunt. He's to the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another